Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to share my fall favorites. If you watched one of my earlier videos on my fall fashion, I actually already filmed this video. I was originally going to combine all my fall fashion and favorites into one, but then I decided to split them, and then I decided to refilm the favorites part because I just didn't like how it came out. So that's what I'm going to go through today. I have a few fashion bits, some beauty, and miscellaneous. There's always got to be a miscellaneous, right? If you're tuning in for the first time, hi, I'm Katie. I like to do these luxury fashion videos here on YouTube. I share hauls and reviews, but at the end of the day, I share my journey so we can all mindfully curate our own collections. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below with some of your fall time favorites. All of your support really means a lot to me. So all of these items are either things that I discovered around this time or things that I think are perfect for this season. I'm going to actually start off with my fashion favorites for this season. Of course, fall time is like sweater weather. I love wearing sweaters, but I think I need a little bit more time wearing some of my sweaters to really pick out the ones that are like my ultimate favorites. So I'm gonna save sweaters for more of like my winter time favorites. But the fall time always screams like leather jacket weather to me, so I did want to highlight a leather jacket that I'm loving. This is the leather jacket that I've been loving recently. It's actually in like a bomber style, like that aviation bomber jacket style, and it's really cute. It's really soft. This is actually a Bally leather jacket. Yes, that brand Bally. I'm sure they make styles that are very similar, and if I do find stuff that's similar, I will link it down below. This one in particular is actually really special to me because it was my grandfather's leather jacket. I recently visited my parents and this was in the closet, which I thought was amazing. And so I brought it home. I was like, why is this just sitting in the closet? It should be worn. So I brought it home, and that's why it has also a lot of like sentimental value attached to it as well. And I also felt like it was a really good reminder for any of you who are fortunate enough where your grandparents may still be around, for you to maybe see if there's something in their closet that they don't wear that you would like to give some new life to, because this is like perfect for right now. I love it. And I know it's technically like a men's style, but since when has that really bothered me, right? So let this be your reminder to maybe check your parents' closets, check your grandparents' closets, and see if there are some like gems that you can pull from there. My next favorite, I just have to mention these because I actually really like them the more I wear them. They are the HERMES Chypre sandals. I've worn them a ton already. I like to really wear them when I'm just about to like run out for something and then come back. They're really comfortable now. I think my feet either got used to wearing them or figured out how to walk in them best. I feel like I can still wear these when it's not too cold outside because of the shearling. It still makes them kind of warm and cozy-ish. But I do recognize my window of opportunity to wear these is dramatically decreasing because soon it'll be too cold. But that's also why I've been wearing them a ton when I can. They just are really stylish, if that makes sense. Like you really don't have to try too hard for your whole look to come together with this like flare of coolness, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm a huge fan, and I had to include these in my fall favorites. If you're more curious about some of my first impressions and some more thoughts that I have on this style, I will link up above my first impressions video because I go into a lot more detail there. My last fashion favorite is actually the Cashmere shawls from HERMES. And actually for me, it's this one in particular. It's the Bandana Cles style that I picked up, I think, I want to say in the springtime I picked this up. I actually wore it all throughout the summertime, especially when I was traveling. This was really great to have on the airplane when it got a little bit cold. Like it feels like it's a little bit of a blanket, but it's much more compact than actually using a blanket. If you are able to still find this pattern, I highly recommend it. I feel like it's a really good pattern to have to wear for like throughout the years. I know bandana print has sort of had a moment, especially this summer, this spring, summer. I'm sure it'll continue into the fall, but I don't really see it as a print that will like, really go out of style. You know what I mean? It's a pretty classic pattern to have. So yeah, if you're able to find it, I really recommend it. And I know the price tag on these is a little eye-watering, but considering I paid full price for this when I got the other one on sale, but I still gravitate more towards this, like I feel like they're still worth it. And they're perfect. They're perfect for the fall time, you know, like perfect to just throw on, keep yourself a little warm in case the wind picks up or, you know, the temperature drops in the evening, but otherwise doesn't take too much room in your bag if you need to carry it out. So I'm going to move on to some of my beauty favorites. First and foremost, I wanted to mention my nails. I received a package from Madame Glam gel nails. They're actually based out of New York City, which is awesome. Look at how everything comes together. This is like a whole starter kit. You get the lamp, there's a base coat, a top coat, and I was able to pick 3 colors. I picked this milky white color because I just love white nails all year round. I feel like they're sort of like red nails where they're just pretty much perfect with everything. But I love that this is gel polish, so it lasts a lot longer. I did still have to put 3 coats, but I put 3 like very, 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 very thin coats on because the key with gel nail polish is actually to keep your layers very thin. So I still put 3 coats of the white polish on, but for my birthday, I also used like a glitter polish with a little bit of a lilac kind of French tip on it. And the glitter polish just needs 1 coat. That's how like packed it is with the glitter particles that you don't need to do multiple coats. And I was really impressed with that because usually glitter polish, you're like putting on like 6 coats because you want all the glitter, you know, evenly distributed across your nail. So this one really only needed 1 coat for the glitter, but the milky white, I did put 3 coats to get the kind of opacity that I wanted. Madame Glam did offer a discount code. So if you guys are looking for really good gel nail polish for you to be able to do your nails at home, then check out the link in the description box down below because I think it's a pretty big, like 30% off or something like that. So definitely check it out. I'm a bit obsessed. You guys know I'm pretty obsessed with doing my own nails at home because I don't find it that comfortable to go to a salon for someone to do my nails. I haven't done it a lot. I've always been interested in doing my own nails with regular polish, but now that I have like this whole kit to be able to do gel, I'm even more obsessed. Like I just want to do everything at home now. The other beauty item that I'm really into is gua sha. I actually started doing gua sha about a month ago, I would say. And I just picked one up from Amazon. I didn't even really know what to get and whatever. So I just went on Amazon and I picked a rose quartz one, mostly because I preferred that it was pink versus the jade ones that tend to be green. It came in its own kind of felt pouch, which I thought was amazing because when you travel, you'd be able to, you know, put it in something and you won't risk it kind of moving all around or even breaking while you travel. This is what it looks like. It's a pretty standard gua sha shape. Like I said, because it's a rose quartz, it's in pink. And I really like it. I like that this does not cost an arm and a leg, but you're still able to get a lot of the benefits of gua sha because, you know, just like a lot of things in life, there are the ones that work and then they're the fancy ones, and sometimes you wonder if you really have to get a fancy one, and I feel like this works just fine. And I've been getting some comments on like my skin, and I feel like the gua sha does really help with that. I will share more of my like skincare routine and things like that in my upcoming vlog, so stay tuned for that. I'll go into more detail there, but I did want to mention gua sha in case anybody was interested. This is like less than $10 on Amazon. So I feel like it's a really low investment to get a lot of results, and it's worth giving it a shot. But I really like doing gua sha for depuffing and just helping like with the circulation in my face. I do find and I do think that it really helps with a lot of that. I will alternate between doing them at nighttime and then doing them in the morning. If I know I have some sort of event or I feel like my face is extra puffy in the morning, then I will do it in the morning. But otherwise, I will typically do my gua sha routine at night. The last beauty item I want to mention is actually new lash. This is not the first time I featured this before, but I had recently started using it again. It's been a few months since I've been using this, and recently I felt, at least personally, that my lashes are looking a lot better than they used to. And I've raved about new lash before, but I wanted to highlight it again because I know this works. This works for me. I've bought it for a lot of my friends, and I also buy it for my mom. You start seeing results after about a month of continuous use, but I think you see the best results in about 3 or 4 months, because I think that's when your lashes go through enough of a cycle. If you have an event or something and you want to use new lash for that, I would start using it a few months ahead of time so that you can have like your maximum lash glam for whenever that event is. I've used this for years, like years and years, but occasionally I will take a break just because I feel like my lashes get really used to it and then I stop seeing as much of those benefits. So I think I took about 6 months off this year and started using them again, and I am in love. I'm in love with my own natural lashes. And my last favorite item for this video is actually a miscellaneous. I mean, it is a food item. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it because I featured it, but I really wanted to feature it in my fall favorites too, because this has been the snack of the season for me, guys. Like, it is boba milk tea mochi, and they are amazing. Now, they're amazing if you like A, mochi, and B, if you like bubble tea or like boba, you know, milk tea in general. You have to like those flavors and that texture for you to like this snack. But I found this first at Costco. Once you open it, they're all actually individually packed, which I love because that means you can enjoy them at your own pace. You don't have to feel stressed like you have to finish eating them all so that you can enjoy them when they're good. No, no, no. They stay fresh because they're all individually packed. And they're not that large. They're like 1.25, the size of 1.5 quarters, if that makes sense. So they're a little bit bigger than a quarter, but it's not a bad size. It's like a really good bite size snack, you know what I mean? And there's 50 calories in each one. It's just perfect. I love mochi. I love Korean rice cakes. I love. Okay, I just love. And I also love my boba, my bubble tea. And so this is just like a marriage of two of my favorite worlds into one snack, which is why I love them so much. And I wanted to rave about them because I think you need to try them too. I did find them on Amazon, so I will link them down below. In case you don't have a Costco or you'd prefer getting them from Amazon, they have the same massive bag, and then they also have like smaller sizes too if you just want to try it out first before committing to this, you know, huge bag of snacks and goodness. So those are all of my fall favorites. I hope you enjoyed or found something new or interesting to try. Don't forget to check out the link in the description box on the gel nails because I'm in love with this. Let me know what your favorites are for fall time. It could be like food, your favorite coffee drink. Are you a pumpkin spice latte person, you know, or tea, apple cider? Actually, apple cider donuts is also up there, but that one's hard to show you. They're already like in my belly. But yeah, let me know your fall time favorites in the comment section down below. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below or head on over to Instagram and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your feedback and support. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post new fashion related videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So until next time,